Good evening. How are you? Glad you're joining me, whether you're here with me live or not. Let me say hello to everyone out there. Boom. I got mine out. Let's see what everybody else does. I don't know. But anyways. And so we're excited that you're with us or are going to be with us. And this next Sunday as we go on. And a very interesting thing happened to me on this last Sunday. Number one, I thought it was a great sort of opportunity for us to sort of let me redo this so I can see if anybody else is on there. I'm not coming through clear for whatever reason. Where's my app? Boom. Let me go to that follow up. There he goes. Let's see if it happens. Works now. Yeah, there we go. Actually, that's the wrong one I got. I'm on the wrong one. Hang on. Sorry, forgive me, people. I do this every time. Get going, and then I just mess up. The primer is live right now. It says it's offline. Let's see what's going on. There it is. I am there. So anyway, so I was talking about. So last week I was doing. I did the message on oneness from Genesis. And there's a lot of ground to cover there, and there's a lot of new people, and that made me, I guess, and I'm grateful for new people, but I had to make sure they know who I am, that I'm not a firing hate to people and stuff like that, so you got to frame it. So it's great. It's a great problem to have in various things as I did it. But when I got home Sunday, I just started clicking off my head. Boom, 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 boom. All of these things that I did not mention on that I wanted to, especially in the area of oneness, and even my story that I started with my wife and I have a great conclusion, like what's the rest of the story, Paula Harvey sort of thing. And so I was telling somebody, that I sort of got at this, and they just said, well, I guess you're going to have the two-part series. And that was really easy for them to say, like, hey, just like do it again and do more on the parts, because they were saying how much they enjoyed the various things I was sharing. And just do another series, just do another part to it. And I'm like, yeah, that works, but I have other things I'd like to talk about. We have the worship team doing the children's work for reasons that my wife's heard everything I have to say about all this stuff. But I was going to preach this next week on parenting. And so I really feel like I need to finish up oneness, do a better job of that. And so I'm sorry I left you hanging on those things. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another week of it. And so we're going to look at the same passage of Scripture, Genesis chapter 2. I believe we're going to start at verse 18, and we're going to take it to 3, verse 19. So 18 through 25 of chapter 2, go to chapter 3, and we're just going to read down in there, because I believe everything I talked about, is impacted by this issue that happened in Genesis 3 when it comes to families, when it comes to mom and dad, when it comes to husband and wife. And then that does branch out into us rearing our children and thoughts and various things like that. So we're going to have everybody there again, and we're going to try to take it just to a deeper level on this issue of oneness, as I can sort of talk about a couple of things that I think are very near and dear to my heart. And some of it is I guess a life of trial on that stuff, and some importance to it. And so I think sometimes we think that our marriages are sort of things that take care of themselves, and I just don't believe that. I think we need to take care of them intentionally in that regard. So anyway, so that's next this Sunday coming up, and we'll put parenting, probably bring that into the next month. We'll have to see how it works. Anytime I can sort of get the workers in the right place. Listen, I want to say I appreciate you. Looking forward to you. If you know somebody who's in a married relationship and would like to grow deeper, when closer together with their wife, have them come, and we want to be able to encourage them along those lines. All right. Thank you so much for listening to me, and have a great. By the way, be safe out there. It's very, very slick here out there tonight. Have a good one. Peace, love,